On one of my story time vlogs, I talk about being buzzed out here by a Navy fighter jet at a Fallon Naval Air Station in Churchill County near Fallon, Nevada. And it was right along this rough stretch of 446. I'll link to the story in the description. Our next stop of the day, about 10:30 in the morning, finds us at the Pyramid Lake Junior Senior High School, which is in Nixon, in Washoe County, Nevada. Though we are on the Pyramid Lake Paiute Sovereign Tribal Nation land. I want to point out they have a football field with grass. And then you see the baseball field and the baseball and softball diamonds also have grass. Now, I haven't been out here in a month of Sundays, but they used to have a sign on the in the seats or in the bleachers that said, you know, ninth man, because they play 8-man football out here. And I've only seen one 8-man football game, and that was in Tonopah, Nevada, in 2013, when my wife and I went on the 5-week trip. The year before we went full-time, she admitted to me later that when I told her this was what I wanted to do, excuse me, she thought, as we're loading up the RV, the Winnebago, she thought, excuse me, what have I gotten myself into? And by God, she was hooked. So we're gonna press on through Nixon, and we'll see what's next. Feeling pretty good this morning. Surprising. First off, I apologize for having to have the car on in the background. I know it's an irritant. I discovered in Sutcliffe that when I turn the car off, that if I don't have strong enough cellular internet, that I lose the Spotify and I won't be able to retrieve it. So from Sutcliffe to Nixon, I didn't have music until I got to the high school and I had 4G LTE and I was able to make the Spotify activate, because even though you don't need internet to run the app, you need internet to start the app so that Spotify knows you are a paid subscriber. So there ain't no internet out here. Anyway, this used to be Lake Winnemucca. And when the indigenous were out here, it was an important asset. When the European invaders came and the farming European settlers started to farm, these farmers pumped Lake Winnemucca dry. And the only reason they didn't pump Pyramid Lake dry is that it was sovereign Paiute land and they weren't able to. So there used to be a lake out here. Now, I'm also going to comment here. Come on, dude. What's the problem? Damn it. Here we go. I swear to God, you need a PhD to drive this car. This is the Columbus Day weekend. And, well, number one, Columbus never set foot in the United States. Two, Leif Erikson was here from Europe first, 500 years prior to Columbus, though the Vikings were not able to sustain a settlement here, and they went home. There are Viking ruins in northeastern Canada, so I don't think Columbus is a hero. I'm kind of more on board with a lot of the first people's view of the guy. But I will say, I'm going to link to a Sopranos clip where Furio, who's from Sicily, talks about how he doesn't like Columbus, and all the other Italian ancestor dudes in the crew were all upset. But not to spoil the plot, but Furio basically lays out the case that, you know, Columbus was not all that. So I'll let you watch the clip. I love Furio. I think The Wire is better than The Sopranos, because one year on The Sopranos, they had where Tony's walking down Atlantic City Boardwalk, and Uncle Pussy is talking like he's the fish, and I thought they lost their way. And I don't think The Wire in any of the seasons ever lost their way. So anyway, I like The Sopranos. I thought it was awesome. I didn't watch a lot of the last season, but God, it's great TV. So anyway, that's enough rambling for now. We're on northbound Nevada 447, and we'll see what's next. Our next stop of the day, about 11:30 in the morning, finds us in the little hamlet of Empire in Washoe County, Nevada. Now, I don't know if the gas station's even open, but it looks like the little grocery snack place. The sign says the gas is open, so there's a enormous mining operation here. And the last time I was up here with my wife, the first time we were married, they had a little golf course up here. I mean, it was just like a, you know, hardly a pitch and putt, and I think the residents here kind of maintained it themselves. Certainly the most rustic course I've ever seen, but by God, if you're living up here, you know, you've got to entertain yourself. So we're just a couple of miles south of Gerlach. That's our turnaround destination. So here's our 360 of Empire in Washoe County, Nevada. I'm just north of Gerlach, and I'll come back to it, but I'm going to turn around right here. This Y in the road, the left-hand highway, which is Washoe County 447, because Nevada 447 ended right at Gerlach, and it's changed to County Road, goes to Cedarville, which is in Modoc County, California, at the intersection of this highway when it becomes, I think, Modoc County A1 with a California 299, which goes all the way to the Nevada border to the east. Now, I have been out to these places, and if I remember, because you know my memory's mush, I'll link to yet another of my travel vlogs in the comments. But I'm gonna go back into Gerlach here, and I'm gonna do some filming, so we'll see what's next.